Welcome to another fight breakdown. This one happens. This was a recent altercation in Queens. It involved a brawl over a parking space. Apparently, a woman was attacked by a mother daughter duo after attempting to park in a spot blocked by garbage cans. um, Again, it gets cut off. I will tell you, it gets cut off at the end, but there's nothing that happens. The woman just basically goes in her car and you know, ties her hair back and then leaves. So here we go. All right. Okay, see the garbage can, see words exchange. I know who the woman is calling on the phone.
I like how they're holding up the bus.
Right. Now, I don't know where this comes into a mother-daughter duo because that woman, is that a mask or a beard?
Oh,
It looks like a beard, but it could be a mask. I don't know. No, it's a mask. That's a girl. Okay, here she comes.
Oh, it's on.
Oh, like the Hong Kong. Now, the guy jumps
Is that the bus driver?
I mean, thank God no one knows how to fight. And who's that? Moses?
Everybody stop.
It's the staff of Ra.
I mean, if you started using it and like clubbing people, that'd have been cool.
Right. No, I think he's got a cigarette. He's got, okay, got one guy in the back that's holding the dude up. They're just trying to pull a weave.
Oh,
got
geez.
one out. I mean, this is basically, this is basically the end of the fight. She picks it up and she goes. So, all right. So, most fights are just based over stupidity.
Yep.
So I don't understand, the thinking. I mean, it gets into territorial, it gets into tribal. So understand what you're dealing with here as a person that, this can easily escalate out of control, right? I mean, even something innocuous as grabbing and rolling around could wind up with you hitting your head on the curb in the concrete.
Yep.
And that's a problem. So you never know who you're dealing with. And you have to figure out, even though you're right, is it worth it? Right? Personally, no. I see the garbage can. If I go in and move it and, somebody starts yelling at me, I'll be like, oh, you're a lunatic. They press, I'm going to try to divorce myself from the situation as fast as possible. And, I'll call the cops and tell them, hey, there's somebody just, blocking a can in the street. So, I mean, yeah, but don't get me wrong. If you're probably trying to park in the city, there's a note here. It may be worth fighting over because it's really impossible to get a spot. So, we're sitting here. Obviously, there's a problem. You're on the phone. I don't know who you're talking to. You're talking to 911. I mean, everything's fine here. You should probably not, probably maintain distance at this point.
Yeah.
So they're there. They're having words. Okay, here she comes. Now, what is this telling you? Right? She's already communicating to you that she's not happy with the situation. Now she's approaching you.
Yep.
So very natural reaction, but you need to respond now. Right? Not, when she gets in there, not when she throws the first punch. You need to respond now because now you've got a multiple attacker situation. And this guy in the background, you don't even know I didn't know he was involved until he came at her.
Yep.
Right? So here it is. She's entering her space. Right now, she's at the threshold of where, she's got to shift her weight in order to attack her.
Yep.
Well, there she goes. Right? So your opportunity was there. It's like
There.
right there.
Yeah.
That's your opportunity when you gotta go. And this is her reaction. Flat-footed, square. I mean, zero awareness, and you know what's going
Hand
on.
at her side.
Yep.
Yeah.
And now you're, like you said, now you're multiple attackers with weapons, because those garbage bins can be used. All kinds of shit.
Right. Again, yeah, you don't know who you're dealing with here.
Well, yeah,
So,
and here's the thing, this reminds me of a video we watched a few months ago where, like, if somebody's willing to assault you over a trash can / parking space, do you remember those guys we watched where people were digging in their trash and they ended up killing them with the guns?
Yes. Oh my God. Yeah, I got sick.
It's like none of that. Like, first of all, if they're willing to threaten you with weapons, like deadly weapons, over digging in their trash, why are you hanging out? Like, we talked about this, right?
Yeah.
But people who are unstable enough to want to threaten people over something like that, I mean, she's lucky they didn't have weapons,
Yeah. Because right now there are she's angry enough to inflict harm on her.
Yep.
Right. So now she's let her into space. She thinks that this is the only person that she's going to have a problem with. And these aren't, I wouldn't classify Chin Mask as a street thug, or, I guess her mom or her, anemic boyfriend as, someone who you would be like, oh, I see them, I'm going to cross and go to the other side of the street. Right. I mean, this looks like a regular person. Okay, now nobody can fight. So, there's really no need to go into this. I think we've extracted what we wanted out of this video. But just watch what happens when one person engages. Now, the tribe kicks in.
Yep.
The wolf pack. Exactly right. Now everyone's getting involved. And this guy who wasn't involved he's going. And
well, he's moving. Wouldn't say he's going,
useless.
But he's moving.
He's not doing. I mean, he came up and didn't do anything except maybe cause them to think for a second, but didn't stop. The mom is like, it's still going on. The guy is still involved. And I think he gets pulled away by another guy, but they're still going at her. He's not. These people are useless. You are on your own, people.
Yeah, and here you go, bystander syndrome again up there on the stairs.
Yep. Yeah. Explain to the good people what bystander syndrome is, Josh.
Oh, so that's where people would rather film you rather than come into your aid, right? So nobody wants. So bystander syndrome is it's not your problem, right?
Uh-huh.
So you'll either walk right by or you'll watch it or whatever, but you will not intervene. You will not help because you're just a bystander. It's not your problem.
Right. And even like the person filming this, right? I'm like, you've got, because if you get involved, there's really only, I mean, morally it's all upside, but repercussions, there could be pain, right? You could be, both physical and legal.
Yep.
Right. I'm like, you could get attacked. I mean, there's a lot of downside to this.
Depending on your jurisdiction where you live and the self-defense laws, what they classify as coming to somebody's aid and stuff like that.
I mean, most of them allow you to. But this guy with the cane, useless, and it was listen to the comments. Yeah, Rob Olson, I remember that. Rob's like, the guy with the cane was lame. Yeah, literally. Yes.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah,
thanks, Clayton.